there, Toku Faithful, Easy Rider here, back with another vlog or thoughts video, whatever you want to call it. Actually, I shouldn't call you Toku Faithful. I should call you Toonami Faithful, because if you were at our party on Reviewtopia's stream last night, you know that Toonami just premiered. It's back full-time now, at least I hope it is. And I promised you a video giving my thoughts about what's going to happen if it really did come back, so here I am. Wow. If you heard my rating for it, afterwards I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was good. It was really good. It wasn't great. It wasn't, holy crap, it feels like it never left. It had its issues, but it set out what it did, what it meant to do, and I'm all for this. In fact, my Saturdays are booked from now on. I mean, my work's probably going to suffer for this, and this is not a Rider Ramblings. That's the next video. I'll have that up tomorrow, I promise. But I wanted to go show by show and dissect this whole new Toonami. I'll do that now. Okay, the intro kind of threw me off. Don't get me wrong, the new Absolution looks excellent. The new Tom looks awesome. I didn't much care for the Toonami rap. I've heard it before, but I don't know. It just doesn't click with me yet. Maybe I just need to give it a while to sink in, but I'm sure I'll come to like it. I would have liked to have heard some new music, or in fact, some old music, like, hell, I could have gotten a copy of their Deep Space Bass CD. I know I've got one of those laying around here. Well, you saw it in my Toonami tribute video, but I don't know why the hell they couldn't have just pulled that out and just played that again. Well, maybe they did during the commercials and I just didn't notice without talking to friends. Yeah, this is the first time in probably ever that I watched Toonami with friends. I usually watch it alone, but this is the first time I did with friends. That was weird, but I'm getting off topic anyway. First up was Bleach, or as we like to jokingly call it, Filler the Series. I won't go into detail about the show because I didn't know who the hell everyone was, minus Ichigo, who was fighting random villain number 328 or something. It was the 250 plus episodes. I cannot keep up. I'm sorry. This is why I watch Toku. Toku has a maximum, or in most cases, Toku has a maximum of 50 episodes, maybe a couple more, but that's it. They know better than to drag it on for 100 plus more episodes. That's stupid. But anyway, I'm getting off track again. Next up was a brand new show, brand new anime, Deadman Wonderland. This is what changed everything. Now, this wasn't a phenomenal new thing or anything. Well, actually it kind of was, because it was a great show. What I got from it was, I definitely was getting some Toku vibes from this. And I know a lot of my fans and a couple friends said there should be some Toku on Toonami. Check this show out, because it will give you your Toku fix, but it's an anime. That's the beautiful thing about it. Seriously. This show was like channeling Shibuya 15 and Death Game Park with a little bit of Kamen Rider Deno in there, if you get my drift. I don't want to give too much away, but basically the protagonist is your typical male protagonist weenie who can't do anything, is afraid to even talk to girls, but then something inside him makes him man up and basically go on a killing spree. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you about it. You've got to see it for yourself. And if you missed it last night, shame on you. Because Deadman Wonderland is a keeper. Seriously. I've heard it's only like 12 episodes or so, but also I heard the manga author was on hiatus or something. Hopefully we'll see more of this, because I'm hooked already. One episode and I'm hooked. That's hard to do, especially for a critic like me. Next up was another new show. Well, newish. It was back in 2008. Casshern Sins. This is actually a remake of an old anime. which actually was made by Tatsunoko. We got any Tatsunoko versus Capcom fans watching this, you know what I'm talking about. This one was okay. The fights were okay. A lot of people say it's depressing, though. Soul-crushingly depressing. And I could see where they'd make those points, but I wasn't that depressed going in by watching it. But then again, this was only episode 1. So I don't know. But all I know is Casshern is, well, he's kind of a robot. He's kind of like Zero from Mega Man X. A lot of us were making that comparison during the riffs. But basically, I saw him pull out guts from a giant robot. I'm not talking about wires and parts or anything. I'm talking about intestines and shit. And I'm like, okay, they sold me. Seriously, if they get more of that, then I'm going to like this show. So, those were the 2 new anime they promised. Now, I guess I should talk about the schedule here. When they announced the schedule a week or so ago, a lot of people groaned and complained because it wasn't the old shows. I was with them. I rolled my eyes a little bit. I'm like, where's the Gundam? Where's the DBZ? Where's the Sailor Moon? Where's the Outlaw Star and Tenchi? Guys, sacrifices have to be made. You can't... I said this last night, and I'm going to say it again. Beggars can't be choosers. We got Toonami back. We can't have our cake and eat it too. Okay, so stick with it. It's gonna get better. It will get better. Moving right along. What was next? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, this is where it slumps back into Adult Swim shows. We had some new cool anime, but then we sleep back into the Adult Swim pile, I guess you could call it. The episodes were good. I mean, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was already a great show, and having on Toonami was kind of like, what, a bonus? So yeah, of course, I like Brotherhood. I like it way more than the original series, for obvious reasons. It was good. Some parts were disturbing, but it made for great riff material, and that's what I love to do, make you people laugh, because I'm good at that. And next was Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex second gig, which I think is like the second season or second series from that. Yes. I don't know. I cannot follow that show because the main character has boobs bigger than her IQ. And I'm going to get this out of here right now. I'm a perverted SOB. And I could not stop making boob jokes all night. If females were watching and were offended, I do apologize, but hey, I'm a man. Sorry. I am who I am. Got that out of the way. Again, the plots were no-brainers. And then we come to Cowboy Bebop. Of course, do I even have to introduce that show? I mean, that show is anime perfection. Even though it's been on Adult Swim for like, what, 12 years? 11 plus years? It's only got, I still think it's only gotten better with age. I mean, the episode they chose to air that night was a continuation of the Adult Swim schedule. I don't know why they couldn't just restart the series. But it was basically a backstory about Faye Valentine. It was that episode with how she came to be. She was frozen in cryostasis. Now she's in the future. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. It was a backstory episode. Not my favorite episode, but what can you do? It's Steve Bloom. It's a Steve Bloom show. Yes. Okay, now that we got the shows aside, and we can talk about everything else. There was, sadly, no music videos this time. I know my buddy, the Navigator, over at Anime for Dummies, was pissed off at this, and I was too. But then again, it would have been weird to see old school music videos with the anime. I mean, they had the Dreams, I think, is the one that they showed on April 1st with Outlaw Star and DBZ and all that footage in there. That kind of would have just been twisting the knife, let's face it. But anyway, who knows? We'll get more of those. And there was a video game review. It was awesome. It was great to see another game review on the show. And he, of course, Tom, aka Steve Bloom, reviewed I Am Alive. Great game. I would highly recommend it. Gave it an 8 out of 10. That surprised me. I thought it'd get a lower grade, but color me shocked. Wow. And that was awesome. Hopefully we'll get another new one next week. Who knows? I want to wrap it up. Oh. We had spent the whole night tweeting our asses off. I mean, we raped the hashtag Toonami thing with Twitter. And at first it didn't look like it was going to work because we were halfway through Bleach and we were looking at the top trends and we were going, what the hell? Why is Bring It On and Freddy vs. Jason trending and this is not? Don't get me wrong, I like Freddy vs. Jason, but Bring It On? Give me a break. But eventually when the 2 new animes premiered, they took off. They were on the top of the trend list and we were like, okay, we're making progress. That's a start. Eventually, about at the 3rd hour, we finally did it. Toonami had finally made the trending list. Granted, it was in like the top bottom 2 or something. We didn't care. It worked. Toonami was trending. And so were all the other shows. I think the only episode that didn't make the top trends that night, or at least was least in the top 3, was Bleach. I think Bleach was the only show that wasn't trending because I don't think anyone gives a crap about Bleach anymore. If there are Bleach fans, I do apologize, but that show is impossible to follow. But, mission accomplished. We did it. Toonami's back. I'm sure we've been heard. I'm sure everyone, I know Steve Bloom has tweeted his thanks to all of us Toonami faithful, and the former creator, or the creator of the show, Jason DeMarco's tweeted that hopefully we'll find out what the ratings are either the end of the week or the middle of the week. Hopefully they'll have some good news for us. But tweets don't lie. Hell, Adult Swim was showing what was trending that night. They know. I think they know. We've made ourselves heard. Mission accomplished. That's all I've got to say. This was great. I mean, this was really great. And this is hopefully, as we all talked about, and we're kicking the old peanut around. We were thinking this will hopefully bring a second coming of anime to the good old U.S. of A. Because this got people talking, and hopefully this will bear fruit. Now, I'm a huge Toku guy. I lean a little bit Toku, but I don't hate anime entirely, and I would love to see anime flourish in the US of A again, because I was once a huge anime fan too, and I still kind of am. But hey, I don't say Toku is the only thing you should like. And when I say Toku faithful, I say you be faithful to it, you watch it a lot, but you don't have to watch entirely Toku, because I know people who have watched Toku before and just shrugged it off. That's not being Toku faithful. People who come back day in, day out to Toku, those are the Toku faithful. But hey, anime, hopefully this will bring back a huge wave of anime. Hell, if this can bring back Suncoast stores and their huge anime sections, I'd be like a kid in a candy store. But I've ranted on enough. Hopefully you tuned in, you did your part, and if so, bravo. I applaud you. I know some of my fans are watching. You guys did great last night. I loved all your tweets. You guys are awesome. You are my friends. You kick ass. Everyone else, I know we had a bunch of new people in the stream, probably hated us, probably laughed at our jokes, but either way, they were there to support Toonami. Bravo. Thank you. I hope you'll stick around and support Reviewtopia, and by extension, Toonami. Thank you, John the Shades, Nick, TJ, Navigator, Angie, Maddie J. You guys are my friends. Seriously, if I could reach through the monitor and force a fist bump everyone, I would, because I love you guys. You guys are my family. Seriously. But, yeah. End of rant. New Writer Ramblings tomorrow. Join us for Monday Night Riffs on Reviewtopia TV tomorrow night. Not much is going on. Oh, Toonami Rising Sun Podcast Tuesday. Join us for that. It's going to be epic. I'm working on 2 new episodes right now. They'll probably be out in June. Working up to year 3. Hush, hush on that. The next one will be... Actually, my next review will be an anime. But I'm not going to say which one. Hush, hush. The next will probably be a... I don't want to give too much away, but it's not one of the big 4. It's not Kamen Rider, not Super Sentai, not Ultraman, not Metal Hero. So you're just going to have to be surprised. But once again, this is Easy Rider. Follow me on Twitter at the Easy Rider, or join my Facebook. It's all there in my channel. Follow my blog, whatever you want to do. I got films to do. I got videos to make. So later.